Now we're going to shift gears. Special guest joining us this morning, Andrew Crust. You are a candidate for the Bozeman Symphony conductor position. Thank you for being here this morning.
Yeah, it's great
Andrew.
to be here in the studio.
Let's talk about it. Why Bozeman, Andrew? What's the appeal to thinking about coming and being the conductor for the Bozeman Symphony?
I mean, Bozeman is great. This is my second time in Montana. My first time was go up to Glacier, and there's really nothing like it. And I mean, I really like communities like Bozeman because you know, unlike in maybe a larger city where you take the arts for granted, it seems to me here that people absolutely care about the arts. I mean, it's a city of 50,000 or so growing, and yet there's a symphony, there's a ballet, there's an opera. That is not something that just happens. That tells me that people here really, really support the arts and care about it, and that's the feeling I'm getting as well from the orchestra. There's just so much energy and excitement.
That makes it very intimate. Do you have community members who are part of the symphony and they are doing this and they have their other jobs and things like that? They take it very personally. That, as a conductor, must make it an interesting challenge, but an interesting opportunity as well.
It's actually quite exciting. I like that. You know, when you work with a professional orchestra, excuse me, that does this, you know, every single day, there's a chance to make it feel like a bit of a job. And I already get the sense from the Bozeman Symphony, every time they get together, what they share in common is that they really love music and they're so excited to play these pieces together. And so I'm getting a lot of really great energy. I already met with the orchestra last night and met the symphonic choir the night before. So it is, you know, it is an interesting challenge, but I think it's actually a lot of fun because everyone is just so thrilled.
In very small type, I have your resume in front of me. It is vast. It's taken you all over the world, Czech Republic, Romania, Chile, those kind of places and that. One of the things that's in that resume that is really intriguing to me is you worked with the young people and the young symphonic. That involvement, is that something that you would think about maybe bringing to Bozeman as well?
Absolutely, and I mean, there are some young members of the orchestra, and I think, I mean, everybody working in any musical capacity has to be an educator. And it's not just for kids, but it's for adults in a different way. But how do we, it's not just about getting butts in seats, it's about how do we allow people to understand the value of arts as a way to enrich your life. And so, yeah, a music director absolutely has to have that in their mind. How do we get more kids coming into the hall? How do we get more kids actually involved somehow in the performance in any way? So, yes, because we need to ensure the future of our art form.
I think that's just fantastic. Again, you will be guest conducting the symphony next week. You've already had a chance to meet with them. First impressions?
Like I said, it's a mixed group. They come from different backgrounds, and one of the violinists has been here since the beginning, I think, and then we have people who this is their first year. I just got a very warm welcome, and I met the staff, which is fantastic, and it's just an absolutely beautiful city, and we have a lot of work to do. The Planets is a really great piece. It showcases really every section of the orchestra, and there are a lot of individual solos in all of the sections. And so for me, it's a great way to get to know the orchestra because everybody has a role to play, and it's really just brilliant music.
That's fantastic. Andrew Crust joining us this morning, candidate for Bozeman Symphony conductor. We're very glad that you got up so early to join us this morning. You can see him in action with the symphony next weekend. We'll post all of that online. Andrew, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. We come back. Matt's going to take a look at your forecast.